All right, Terabytes, let's get into this, shall we? How's everyone doing? Greetings, y'all. Welcome to 773 Oracle and Tarot. I apologize. No uploads yesterday, babies. I'm not gonna lie to you. I am changing primary care physicians, sweetie. I had to go to the doctor. I had to go take some tests. Yeah, y'all, you can work for me. She, she giving. She giving. Y'all had to get a mammogram. You ain't lived until you had a mammogram. This is 38D right here. Okay? In a vice. Voluntarily. I'm going to let that sit there, okay? Yes. But y'all, greetings. Welcome to 773 Oracle and Tarot. It's your girl, Chi-Town Ronnie, here to give the collective, the terabytes that is you, my little babies, your emotional and spiritual forecast for this fine, fine day of, y'all, June the 4th. We in summer. We are in summer. The windows open, baby. It is 86 degrees in Chicago. Honey, I pray that this year, amongst all the foolishness, people will realize and comprehend how important it is to wear some deodorant on this public transportation. We're going to call this the summer of fighting the funk, okay? I pray this is the summer that we fight the funk, all right? Y'all are out here wilding out. Soap and water is damn near free, you nasty bitches. Anyway, back to our readings. Okay. Y'all. Oh, wait a minute. What am I doing? I got to get these out right here. There we go. Because I'm going to need to describe my transit. All right, there we go. I'm going to come right back up here. Here we go, y'all. Okay. Here we go. Listen, have you ever known something was true, but you weren't ready to admit it yet? Not because you didn't see it. Not because you didn't know, but because once you admitted it, you knew everything was going to change or something was going to change. Last week, babies, we had all of those emotional changes coming to, all those truths coming to the surface and stuff. Feelings, hard conversations, moments of clarity. And for a lot of people, life had been pulling them back in certain, life was pulling back the curtain on things that they could no longer ignore. Today's energy is a little different. Today's energy, y'all, isn't asking you to have another difficult conversation. It's not asking you to make a big decision. And it's definitely not asking you to explain yourself. Okay? Today's transition, the moon is entering Aquarius. All right? But throughout the day, the Aquarius moon is going to be working with Uranus. It's going to be working with Uranus. It's going to be working with Neptune. It's going to be working with Pluto that's in retrograde right now. And if y'all wondering what I'm looking at, I am looking at my daily planetary guide from Luella. Okay, the 2026 version, all right? So what that means is that you all are going to have some random thoughts. Y'all are going to have some realizations. Y'all are going to have some intuitive downloads. Things are going to be popping up out of nowhere. And then suddenly something is going to click. A pattern is going to finally make sense. A situation is going to look completely different than it did yesterday. Or maybe you finally going to admit something that you've been knowing deep down inside all along. But before you pick up the phone, before you need to say something, before you send that text, before you tell everybody what you discovered, shut the fuck up. Sit with this. Write it down. Think about it. Because I'm gonna tell y'all something. Some revelations need reflection before they need an audience. Some revelations need reflection before they need an audience. Today's energy isn't asking you to share shit with anybody. Okay? It's asking you to understand it first. Whatever you come to realize today, look at how it's going to affect your life, your world, and your affairs in all angles. Before you go and say anything, you need to sit with this energy. You need to sit with this information. Where is he? Here we go. The Hermit. This is reflection. This right here is inner wisdom. This is self-discovery. This is looking within. This is finding your own answers right here. This is about finding your own answers. You know, the answers may not be out there. They very well may be inside of you. And some of this is going to be heavy, but you know what? I'm going to give you something. Here we go. Because it's an Aquarius. Here we go. I'm going to give you the star. This is hope. This right here is guidance. This is inspiration. This is clarity. This is spiritual insight. And this card right here is going to remind you that clarity often arrives when you stop chasing it. You got to sit back sometimes. You got to sit back sometimes. Look at right here. Look at right here. We're going to do a Four of Swords right here. We're going to reflection. This is rest. This is reflection. This is mental recovery. This is processing. This is integration right here. Not every breakthrough requires action. Not every breakthrough requires action. Sometimes breakthroughs require stillness. Y'all, just a little break. Skin is skinning, honey. My skincare regimen is what, baby, she look good today. Okay, so this transit is going to meet, back to our scheduled program. This transit is going to make people reflective. They're going to make people feel observant, intuitive, thoughtful. They're going to be more aware of what's happening beneath the surface. Some people may be connecting dots that they couldn't see before. They're going to be remembering something important. They're going to have a powerful an epiphany. They're going to be receiving some intuitive insights. You know, they're going to understand situations completely differently. And honestly, some people may realize they've been carrying the answers all the while. This is very much that Glenda in The Wizard of Oz. You've had the power all the time. You had the answers all the time. A lot of people think that they need more information, but what they really need is a quiet moment to process what they already know. And this today with the moon in Aquarius, this energy does exactly that. It's going to slow things down long enough for the truth to catch up. And some people are going to sit there and realize and say, you know what? I already knew this. They already, or better yet, they're gonna. I've been avoiding this because I did not want it to be true. Yeah, that's a hard one. That's a hard one. Yeah. Not every truth needs immediate action. Not every realization needs to become a conversation. Not every insight needs to become a decision. Today, the moon in Aquarius, this transit is going to teach us patience. It's going to teach us observation. It's going to teach people to sit with what they've been learning before they rush to do something with it. Because understanding in this transit, understanding must come before the action. Understanding must come before the action. Y'all, divine wisdom doesn't always come with like fireworks. Sometimes it arrives as a quiet knowing. A thought that won't leave you alone. a realization that keeps coming back, that keeps returning. A truth that gently rises to the surface. Today's energy is going to remind us that to trust the wisdom that is that's unfolding within us. We're going to affirm. Give me a second, y'all. Chicago is Chicagoing. Give me a second, y'all. We're going to affirm. We're going to keep it simple. We're going to affirm. I trust the wisdom rising within me. I trust the wisdom rising within me. Yep. Yep. Write down your thoughts today. Sit with any epiphany that comes your way. Just because you realize something doesn't mean you need to tell everybody. Some things become clearer when you give them room to grow. All right? Yeah. Here it is. What insights do you need? What insights need more reflection before you share them with other people? If you know something, shut the fuck up. Let it grow. Okay? So look at for today's divine downloads, I'm only doing the collective readings. We're going to be doing the Oracle of the Seven Energies from the First Lady of Hay House herself, Miss Colette Baron Reed. Y'all saw my shuffle. Y'all saw my pull. So here it is. It is card number 15. 1 + 5 is 6. When we talk about the numerological aspects of the number 6, we're talking about harmony, we're talking about improvement, we're talking about balance, peace, family matters, romance matters. It says a powerful move. It says a powerful move. So we're talking about forward movement. We're talking about forward movement. Fuck y'all, I'm tired. It's talking about forward movement. It's talking about determination. It's about taking control and making things happen. Don't be confused with making a move. Sometimes that powerful move means shut the fuck up. All right? But here's the question, collective. Where in your life are you being called to move with confidence? Where in your life are you being called to move with confidence? You want to know? You know what? Where is it? This is Chariot energy all day long. Where is she at? Here we go. Chariot. Yep. A lot of y'all right now, in spite of the astrological forecast, a lot of y'all are feeling very focused, feeling very motivated and ready to move, and that's fine. After you have all the information you need, after you have let it settle, after you've let it settle, right? The chariot traditionally means, willpower, victory, direction, forward movement. All right. I'm gonna say this: confidence isn't built by waiting; it's built by taking action. Inspired action. Inspired action. Action inspired in spirit. All right. So you already know what needs to be done. And the time is going to come for you to make that move. So I'm not contradicting what I said about the astrological forecast. I'm making this tie in. We're going to affirm. I move with confidence, purpose, and I trust in myself. I move with confidence, purpose, and I trust in myself. And that's what we're going to do. And that's what we're going to do. Yeah. After you get all the facts, you can make your move. You can make your decision. Y'all, you know your assignment. Stay in alignment. That is your assignment. When this world gets very real and you need a break, close your eyes. Picture the scenario that you want in your mind. and tell the universe to show you how good it can be. Y'all, I got another doctor's appointment very early tomorrow. So there may not be an upload, but you know, if there's not, you know what I always do. I always try to make it up for you. I'm gonna try to go live tonight, so please, you know, follow me on the Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Set your notifications. Please like the video, share the video, leave me some commentary. Y'all feeling a little bit more generous? I've got my Buy Me Coffee and my Venmo on one of these apps. You know what to do. All right, I got to get ready for work. I'm definitely going to double up on my deodorant. Honey. Y'all ain't going to catch me out in these streets functified. Nay. All right, y'all stay blessed.